Goldilocks and the Three Habitats, written by Simon Breen, illustrated by Kami Martinez, and published by Escondido Creek Conservancy. Goldilocks and the Three Habitats is dedicated to all the children helping to make healthy habitats, just like you. Chapter 1. Once upon a time, there was a southern steelhead trout named Goldilocks. Goldilocks was born in a freshwater stream, but as an adult, she moved to the ocean. One day, Goldilocks was out swimming in the ocean when she decided it was time to go scouting for a home where she could lay her eggs. "The ocean is nice, but saltwater is much too salty for my eggs," she said. "I'll need to find freshwater habitat, like a creek, river, or stream." Now, you see, steelhead trout are a very sensitive fish. Their habitat needs to be just right in order to survive. "The habitat must be safe and comfortable for my children," Goldilocks thought to herself, "with clean, cool water, plenty of oxygen, and enough food to eat." So off she went on her adventure. She was swimming along the beach when she came to the mouth of a river. She wondered, could this be a good home for my eggs? She swam upstream into the river to explore. But there was a problem. Goldilocks started to cough. "There's something wrong with this water," she cried. "The pH is too low and acidic. I feel like I'm swimming in lemon juice." It was as if she had just bit into a lemon. Now, most fish already have fish lips, but the acidic water made her fish lips pucker into extra fishy fish lips. Can you make your lips into fish lips? "Sorry to see you pout, little trout," chirped a toad. "I'm Todd the toad. Ever since the humans built a factory nearby, the water has had low pH. Ribbit. I'm afraid I can't live here much longer, or I'll croak." "Well," said Goldilocks, "maybe if I keep swimming upstream, the pH will get better." So she swam a little further up the river. But there was another problem. A great big dam was blocking her way. "Oh my cod!" yelled Goldilocks. "I can't swim upstream to lay my eggs with this giant barrier in my way. No, this habitat simply will not do." And so she swam back out to the ocean, determined to find a better habitat. Chapter 2. Before long, Goldilocks found a lagoon that led to a creek. She wondered, could this be a good home for my eggs? I'll investigate. So she swam up the creek. As she swam upstream, she noticed trash floating past her. This is not a good sign, she thought. As she swam further upstream, she started to feel dizzy. "This isn't right at all," she blooped. "The oxygen levels in this water are too low. It's difficult for me to breathe. And the water temperature is too hot. I feel like a fried fish. And the pH is too high, like I'm swimming in bleach. Ugh! And the bottom of this creek is too sandy. There aren't any pebbles where I can lay my eggs. And look at all this trash everywhere. Yuck!" she exclaimed. "This water is too dirty." She felt as angry as a puffed-up pufferfish. Just then, she heard a friendly voice from the bank of the creek. "I'm sorry, miss, but take a deep gulp and try to calm down. You look like you might pop." "Who are you?" Goldilocks gasped. "My name is Deirdre. I'm a mule deer. I certainly understand why you're so angry. I come to this riparian habitat to drink water, but these days this water isn't very safe for me to drink." "What happened here?" Goldilocks asked. "There's a big city upstream, very near here. They turned part of the creek into a concrete channel. When the sun shines on the concrete, the water gets very hot, much hotter than it would get if the bottom of the creek was natural. And warm water can't hold as much dissolved oxygen. Fish like you need that to breathe. And some people in the city throw litter on the ground. When it rains, the litter gets in the channel and washes down into the creek. All the chemicals they use also wash into the creek. That's why the pH is so high. And because the people cut down all the trees, the roots are gone. Now when it rains, all the loose soil washes into the creek and covers up the pebbles. That's why you can't find any place to lay your eggs here, replied Deirdre. Now Goldilocks was sad. It's hard for a steelhead trout like me these days, said Goldilocks. Creeks and rivers used to be so much cleaner, but now everywhere is getting so polluted. I hope the people can make a change. Deirdre sighed. This used to be such a beautiful habitat, she said. If people change their ways, maybe you can come back here someday. But I'm afraid it's too polluted for you right now. Thanks for your help, said Goldilocks. I'll continue my search. Goodbye. And so she swam down the creek, to the lagoon, and back out to the ocean. Chapter 3. Goldilocks swam far before she finally found another little stream. Could this be the habitat I've been looking for? She wondered. Goldilocks felt hopeful as she swam upstream. She could feel plenty of oxygen in the water passing through her gills. This water temperature is so nice and cool. It's just right, she exclaimed. And the pH isn't too low or too high. It's also just right. Just then, Goldilocks bumped into another fish. Hello, said the friendly fish. My name is Finn. I'm a rainbow trout. I'm just like you, but I don't swim out to the ocean. I spend my whole life in fresh water. Goldilocks was very excited. And you're able to live here? She asked. Oh, yes, answered Finn. The water is so nice and clean, and there are plenty of insect larvae for a trout to eat, and lots of places to hide from predators. Goldilocks also noticed plenty of tiny pebbles where she could lay eggs. This habitat is just right, she exclaimed. It was a long journey, but I finally found a home where I can lay my eggs. It was a very happy ending for Goldilocks, but still, she worried about the future for her babies. Would their habitat stay clean? As she swam upstream in her new home, she wondered if there were any humans who could help make more habitats just right. The end.